Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! There it goes. Sorry, hold on. I had to fix that. I forgot because I always have to listen to the thing to make sure it's working. But of course, all the settings are the same from the other night, so they should be working. Either way, what's up, guys? Yes, so I can't fix the chat thingy yet. It's not in the settings, Jay. It's something that YouTube changed in their code. So for the thing that I have to use that retrieves the chat, changes the overlay, fixes all the other stuff, and allows me to put it on the screen the way I normally do, they changed something that affects that code. So that's what the problem is. Obviously, more inclined people have fixed it. I don't understand some of the stuff on what they say the fix is. I'll probably have to watch a video on that. So some people who are more advanced in, say, fixing code or other things like that have figured it out. I'm not entirely certain what it is that I have to do to fix that. Don't really care. Some people have gone back to an older version of OBS that works sometimes, I guess, but with the newest release of OBS and with an update that YouTube did behind the scenes, it broke that connection. I can have it on the screen as a normal thing and it'll look exactly like the chat you guys see, which is ugly and a gray block and not as an overlay function. Either way. Hi, guys. So, either way, because I did not stream last night due to just stress levels and not feeling like being in front of the camera, figured I'd go ahead and knock out the stuff we would have normally done, outside of the Home Friday Live we did the other night. So, a lot of music to catch up on, brand new music, some stuff that's been out for like a little while that we haven't gotten to, and then the return of Tommy, because we haven't done Tommy in quite some time. So either way, figured might as well get to it. Let's do thing real quick. Let me go to the main screen because it's easier for me. Because if you guys, there's no chat on the screen, the main screens are a little bit boring. Okay, so we've got Jay, Trisha, Nick Domingo. What's up, bud? Val Prime. Who else we got? Anybody else new? Laura, that's it. Okay. I don't know, it's an Okerstein. There you go. So also, yeah, it's random. It's a Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock. Apologies. Won't waste a whole lot of time. So apparently, my dad is sick. I know that seems weird. I mentioned it in the video. He's in the hospital. Actually, I think he went home today, technically. But my dad apparently has whatever the newest variant of COVID is. When we talked to my mom earlier, she said COVID 24, question marks. or quotation marks. So that might be why he was very much not in a right state of mind, plus, pneumonia symptoms. So they're going to load him up on meds and everything else like that. So hopefully he'll be good. Hopefully. He's had COVID multiple times, normal basic bullshit COVID. So hopefully this isn't too crazy, but he is having mental issues, which he's not had before. It's almost like he took a very hard left. I don't know. EMP burst, Denise? I had no clue. Okay. And this week, technically speaking, there will be no Friday stream. Sorry, I'm adjusting my audio. It was like really hot. Like some days it's just really hot, and no matter what settings I use. So won't be here Friday. We'll be out of town. We will be going north. We'll be going to the north, to the Canada of Texas, and stuff and things and such. Also want to go ahead and promote both Patreon and the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, because tomorrow morning the newest uncut full video version of the podcast drops on Monday mornings. Now that we're ahead by one, I can actually ahead by two now. I can actually drop that. So if you are part of the Patreon, you get the full uncut video version of the podcast where, well, it's all the video, not cut it off at like 30 minutes. And anything that we may or may not have behind the scenes, other conversations that may be too spicy for YouTube and other places. So check that out. I assume they did because he had been there for nearly 2 days. Yes, UTI is what other people thought as well, but I mean, he at least tested positive for COVID. So, yeah, no, that was our thoughts. I assume that they were watching his urine and checking things like that, because I remember one of the first things Mom talked about whenever he was in the ER is they were waiting for him to pee. So yeah, fun times. Talking about pee. Either way. And this week we won't have a Patreon call, I don't think. Because the first one we did of the month was technically the last of the previous month. So this is a weird month, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's go over what we're going to do tonight. We do have the new Geoff doing a John Lennon cover. We have on the Allison Young channel, we have Tonight You Belong to Me, a Bygones cover. On Jared Holly, we have You Raise Me Up. Longest Johns have I Hung My Head. We've got new from Southern Raised. Been a while since we've watched them, so we got Down to the River to Pray. And then a random comedy break. Just Josie doing Disney Princesses versus Villains Sea Shanty. Figured I'd just throw something like this in here. Throwing some Disney bait for the fun. Also from the Bygones on Josh Turner guitar. You got Samba ukulele. No idea. We'll check it out. Live from Kalamazoo. Got new from 10 Second Songs. Pocketful of Sunshine in the style of Killswitch Engage. I really can't wait to see how he does this with a Howard Jones voice. New from Corvex, Crawling from Linkin Park. Epic version. I don't know what that means, but it should be interesting. We got new Boston, More Than a Feeling. Somebody covers More Than a Feeling. I'm going to watch it. And then finishing up with Tommy with his Deep Purple cover. So this should be fun. No, I understood, Laura. Yes. Totally understood that. Yeah, raise me up and then hang my head. There you go. There you go. I didn't plan that. That's just how I put it in order. It is what it is. But yes, I do know that the UTI thing definitely has a problem. It's weird like that. So, and of course you would know with your profession. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Turn off the music in the background, and we'll get started with the new Geoff. Jeff. It's Jeff. Why can't you say his name right? His name is Jeff. It's Geoff. Fuck off. Either way, let's see. Oop, that's muted for no reason. There we go.
there's no heaven.
Also, I would like to point out, I think, in a weird way, because I'm not a big Beatles fan, I think I'm actually pretty particular with this song. I know it's John Lennon, not the Beatles. I don't care. But the point is, I'm very particular in how the song is sung, so I might be a little harsh in Geoff in his bass singer version, because I feel like he doesn't need to bassify this song. Let's go.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, and above us only sky.
That plant is tall.
Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to
Okay, I want to point something out about the video that drives me crazy, and it's nothing he's doing, it's something that happens. Maybe it's a little bit better on the little screen than it is on mine here, but I encounter this all the time with one of the cameras I use for filming out-the-box reviews. I have like the trim and stuff in our apartment is like a weird greenish color, and then of course everything else is white. Whenever I'm filming, especially in here where the light is different kind of colors, you know, obviously I got the yellowish background here. I've got the, you know, about 5,000, maybe 4,800 kilowatts there on the light, or hertz, sorry. It almost gives things that are white a greenish tint. So he's got like the green plant there. He's wearing a gray shirt, and there's green coming in from outside, but it adds a greenish tint to everything. Like I said, it's nothing they're doing on purpose. It drives me crazy when that happens, because you want it to be like perfect coloring and everything else like that, but for some reason there's a greenish tint. Maybe you don't see that. Yes, somebody has to clean those high ceilings. Correct.
nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace.
But the funny thing is, with this particular shot, it looks normal. These are like proper balanced colors for the most part. But he switches to the other view for whichever reason, it makes it more greenish. Like that shot. I guess it's a lot of the glow or something. Or because there's green there, green there, green there, green there, green there. You know, it just adds a weird greenish tint to things. And in a funny way, it almost looks like things are green screened when they're not. It's just lighting. Yeah, that is ridiculously high ceilings. Ridiculously high. He almost looks too
You
small.
may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one.
I think I just don't like the arrangement. I think that's just it. It's like I'm not really keen on the arrangement. You know, I like Jeff's voice, and you know, even when he does some of these bass singer covers, as long as he stays out of the unnecessary bass stuff, I usually like what he does. I think I'm just not digging this arrangement. By the way, that's a nice little trick what he just did there. So having that little ping, like, is a cue to your brain that he's about to go higher. I learned that from watching music producers react to things.
Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. The brotherhood of man. Whoa, imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer.
So yeah, this part's fine. I just don't feel like the other Jeffs are necessary. But maybe that's just me. Also, is that a proper grand piano? Because I feel like it's more like a facade, like it's a keyboard or an electric grand. Maybe I'm wrong.
But I'm not the only one, and I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
So you see what I mean about his hair? I don't know if you guys can see it as clearly as I can. Like, I know he's sitting in front of a real window, natural light outside and all that, but because of the weird, like, I think it's like a haloing around his head, and because the stuff around him is green, it gives a weird green tint to around his head and his body. Like I said, it's nothing he's actually doing. It's something that's happening in camera, and it annoys me because I hate it and I can't fix it whenever I film. There's actually one of the, I think it was the most recent Out the Box video when I was sitting here talking about the Power Rangers that are over here over my shoulder. The camera I was using to my left was doing this the whole time, and there was nothing I could do to adjust it. I don't see any ceiling fans here.
And the world will live as one.
See, when it's a lot of white and a lot of green, it's like the camera doesn't know how to white balance it. But it could also be that he's wearing a gray shirt. Yeah, see, the back half of the song was cool. Good lord. Okay, hold on. No, now we can see the full view. I guess we saw it earlier too, but look how ridiculously high those ceilings are. Yeah, no ceiling fans because he's got the two different chandeliers. That is a big, I don't know if you'd call that a great room or whatever that is. It's almost like a living room, but not, parlor. Yeah, once again, I assume Florida, but yeah, you mentioned heating that, but cooling high ceiling rooms is also pretty difficult.
Hey y'all, Jeff here. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing. Special shout out goes to my Patreon community whose continuous support helped me make videos.
Yeah, I just
like
wasn't
this
keen
one.
on the front
If
half
you'd
of
like
that.
early
I like the
access
back
to
half.
music, videos, behind the scenes footage, audio session walkthroughs,
I
and
think
more,
that I've reached the
click over to
point
Patreon and check it
quite
out.
some time
A
ago
very special thank
that
you
I
goes to
don't care
Walter
about
Cragen,
Jeff doing
Tim Crowley,
bass unless
Juliano
he's
Livingston,
just doing
Diane
only
Hoff,
bass
Sarah
and nothing
Rosalia,
else
Sarah O,
in
Lori
an
Temple,
arrangement with
Laura
voice
Mueller,
play.
Patricia Schumann,
When he's on his own, I want to hear him in his
Danielle
regular
Person,
range.
Carla Melanie Thomas, Debs Badger,
And then
also
occasionally
Mike
doing
Stahl,
some bassy
and
stuff.
Dorothy
I don't
Brown,
think he
who is
needs to
always
just
in our hearts.
be
Thanks
the
again for
bass
watching,
singer,
and I'll see you soon.
you know? His other ranges are so good. I just hate him pigeonholing as bass singer version. You know? It just gets old. But that's me, you know? Am I really a fan? Am I really a fan if I don't like every single thing he puts out? World's smallest bike. Nope, later. Okay, moving on. Look, if you guys are fairly new to the channel for some reason and you've not heard of the Bygones, which is Josh Turner guitar and Allison Young, their little band, I love almost everything they do. There's a vibe. There's something about, like, they're like generations removed from where they should be, with their musical sound, and I loves it. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Well, I'm also attributing to the fact that we have high ceilings, but we're also in a apartment, so everybody else's heat is rising up to us. So that's one reason I think about that. And I guess big ass windows and high ceilings to me would mean more heat. High ceilings and tiny windows and thick ass walls, yes, definitely would be cooling. I think that's part of the problem is we need thicker walls. We need thicker exterior walls, thicker interior walls, really insulate places better. Heating on the way. Going to be 55. It's not even 55 here at any given point. Our coldest point is like 78 right now. All right. Okay, so this is a cover. So Tonight You Belong to Me, Bygones cover. Who was the original one? Finish our U.S. headlining. Written 1926 by lyricist Billy Rose, composer Lee David. First ever recording by Irving Kaufman, 1926, Banner Records. Gene Austin later recorded it as a big hit. Interesting. Okay. So this song's been around almost 100 years. That's crazy.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're a part of my heart, but tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how sweet it would seem once more, just a dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn.
Oh, I forgot my thing still says on Friday Night.
We'll be gone, but tonight you belong to me.
Also, I just love the doofy hat. It's like he's got a hat just sitting high on his head and his hair just out the side. It's so funny. Also, speaking of weird coloring, the filters they use when they film some of their Bygones videos, so strange. It makes it look interesting, makes it stand out, And I don't know if they make adjustments just for the fact that she, at least, is wearing a lot of red in this or is redhead. I don't know, because all the greens look a lot more bluish, the probably more boring brownish reddish stones have a nice hint to it, Also, I love they're just next to this little stream. Hesitate to call it a creek. Over this cool stone bridge. It's nice. I likes it. In a movie? Quite possibly. My favorite version of 1956, performed by Sister of Patience and Prudence. Who knows? It's been around for 1,000,000 years. Video shot by Kelly Odin, filmed by Canon R6. Oh, I love when they tell you. Well, the quarter to look at this. They even tell you color grading by Allison. There you go. See, she color graded it to make it look that way. This is cool. I like this. They tell you all how they get the look of things. God, I would love to have a real good camera for things. Also, I love how huge that guitar is. Next to
Way down by the stream, how very, very sweet it would seem once more, just a dream in the silvery
husband.
moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you be gone, but tonight you belong to.
Oh yeah, it sucks because we don't have Patreon this week, so you can't tell us how the mystery dinner date thing or whatever it was, murder mystery dinner thing. Yeah.
Be just a little on me.
That was great.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Cutins.
Also love they always do the live audio. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't reading. I wanted to read that tour time. Okay. Yeah, they're not coming back to Texas anytime soon. I missed it when they were in, I know they hit up Dallas in that area. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was fun. And we do have, like I said, we have another one from Josh Turner on his side. So I love that they both can put out their own music at the same time on different channels. Yes, the Poe Speakeasy. That's the thing that you were telling us. Okay. You, Jared, doing You Raise Me Up. We're just going to go full Josh Groban. I do like that his bass is getting better. I'm turning this up for myself. Quality went all potato on me.
When I am down and old.
Oh, by the way, I think I'm going to have to hold this to the, like, Peter Holland standard. I think that's probably one of the best covers. Yeah, we're not doing a verses tonight, but, you know, that would probably have to be in there, right?
My soul so weary when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
No, it's 100% unfair to ever measure directly against Josh Groban. It's not fair. Also, I was thinking that, like, he's getting better with his bass, you know, as we've been listening to him for months now. Is like the only thing he doesn't quite have, at least so far within the song, is very punchy bass. He's got the tone. It's just not like, boo, you know, there's nothing there. So maybe we'll get a little bit more hard-hitting bass later, because we do have bass 2, baritone, snare, and kick that haven't even really come in just yet. And he got his different tenors and altos all over the place. Sopranos. I mean, he's basically just singing all the freaking parts. So he should have put... so he's got all the labeled parts. He should have put right in the corner over on the main one, Josh. Like, this is supposed to be the Josh part. Although I suppose he could just literally punch up the bass in this particular spots in the mix. He doesn't have to physically do it, I guess.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
See, there, he definitely punched up the bass. He's got both basses going. And yes, TVs are 100% battery operated in your house. And or when they're this size.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
Nice. Really well done. I love that there's no outro music at all. He's just like, silence. Yeah, I think Jared's getting better. He's definitely getting better. Tube operated. They weren't powered by tubes. They just had tubes. What tubes? Where are these tubes? I love that this Tim Hawkins video just always gets pushed. It's so funny. I've seen that thumbnail like so much. Hey, look, there's Peter Holland's version. Okay. I don't know if I could listen to that song 4 times in a row, but maybe. We've got to find a metal version, I think. How did you... Okay. Also, don't set cookies on your keyboard. That's how you get crumbs in your keyboard. And then your keys stick. You don't want that. Excuse me. Yeah, could you imagine if we did TV consoles, but with modern, like, 70-inch TVs? I mean, like, it's basically like having it in the built-in, but, like, you'd have to make it look like a giant TV console that's useful. Again, make it look like one piece of furniture. All right, either way. I Hung My Head. I don't know if this is an original or... Written by Sting. Okay, cool. I thought so. Longest Jones.
Early one morning with time to kill.
Oh, this song. Oh, somebody covers this that I can recall, but I think it was actually a slight parody of it. Okay, as soon as I heard the lyrics, I'm like, oh, this song. Okay. But now I can't recall who it is that I have heard it from. I've not heard the was potentially the original.
Borrowed Jeb's rifle and sat on the hill. I saw a lone rider crossing the plain. I drew a bead on him to practice my aim. And my
Oh, Johnny Cash, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Wasn't it Johnny Cash who covered this on his final album?
My brother's rifle went off in my hand.
Yeah, it was.
A shot rang out across the land. The horse he kept running, the rider was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head. I set off running to wake from the dream. And my brother's rifle went into the stream, and I kept on.
That dude's looking a little too Manson. He might need to trim up a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's a little weird. It looks like he's Charlie Cox playing Manson. Do you guys see it? Do you know guys who Charlie Cox is?
Running into the saltlands, and that's where they found me, my head in my hands. Sheriff, he asked me, why had I run?
Also, that guy looks like Tony Hinchcliffe, but with glasses and a slightly bigger nose. I saw it the other day.
And then it came to me just what I had done, and all for no reason, just one piece of lead. I hung my head, 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 I hung my head. Here in the courthouse, the whole town is there, and I see the judge high up in his chair. Explain to the courtroom what went through your mind, and we'll ask the jury what verdict they find. I said I felt the power of death over life. I orphaned his children, I widowed his wife. I begged their forgiveness, I wish I was dead. I hung my head.
Oh, you got some batteries for your TV?
I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I see the gallows up on the hill, and out in the distance, a trick of the brain, I see a lone rider.
We need Chance to cover this, by the way. In the same way we need Chance to cover this for sure.
Crossing the plain, now he come to fetch me to see what they've done, and we'll ride together till kingdom come. I pray for God's mercy, for soon I'll be dead. I hung my head, 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 I hung my head.
I mean, Home Free can cover it, but I want Chance to lead it with Rob mostly. I paused it right before it ended. Okay, so just because it was in my head, no pun intended, I'm going to pull up the Johnny Cash version. Because it's like, that's why I was like, the title sounds familiar. So I'm going to play the Johnny Cash version real quick and risk the copyrights because I want to hear the Johnny Cash version. Because I love the piano and the guitar together.
Early one morning, with time to kill, I borrowed Jeb's rifle and sat on the hill. I saw a lone rider crossing the plain. I drew a bead on him to practice my aim. My brother's rifle went off in my hand. A shot rang out across the land. The horse he kept running, the rider was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head. I set off running to wake from the dream. My brother's rifle went into the sheen. I kept on running into the Southlands. That's where they found me, my head in my hands. The sheriff, he asked me, why had I run? And then it came to me, just what I had done. And all for no reason, just one piece of lead. I hung my head, I hung my head.
By the way, the story being told in this in the song reminds me of the movie Babel, because there's like a very important chunk of that movie that kind of sets a lot of the other stuff in motion. If you've ever seen the movie Babel, it's weird because it's a non-linear story. It's one story, but it's very non-linear and told from different people's point of perspective of the story. But there is a part that is very similar to this song.
Here in the courthouse, the whole town was there. I see the judge high up in his chair. Explain to the courtroom what went through your mind, and we'll ask the jury what verdict they find. I felt the power of death over life. I orphaned his children, I widowed his wife. I begged their forgiveness, I wish I was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I see the gallows up on the hill, and out in the distance, a trick of the brain. I see a lone rider crossing the plain, and he come to fetch me to see what they done, and we'll ride together till kingdom come. I pray for God's mercy, 'cause soon I'll be dead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head.
All right, that was a quick little verses. I don't know. The Longest John's one was good, but the Johnny Cash version hits me differently. I think because much like what the song Hurt that he covered on the same album, like it seems to have a bigger hit when you know he died not long after recording the album. And like it seems like a lot of the songs he chose for were like about regretful moments of life. So yeah. John Schneider. Interesting. Oh. Ooh, things are popping. Oh, thank God I have a chiropractor appointment. I woke up this morning. My back was killing me. Like my upper back. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I felt like I just slept normal last night. And I woke up, I was hurting. All right. Southern Raised. We haven't heard from these guys in quite some time. So, but this is a slightly different lineup here. Interesting. Somewhere in the Ozarks. That's Loud Water.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about
Oh yeah, this song. Okay.
that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Come on, brothers, let's go down. down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Come on, mothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Lord, show me the way.
Sorry, I would like to point out that this poor lad, they've been in the water long enough that it is soaked up almost to his knees. This dude, on the other hand, going full high waters. I'm pretty sure, though, he's like when we normally see them with instrument, he's the banjo player usually, but it's the stand-up bass playing female who's not here, the blonde one. I don't know any of their names, but yeah, it is loud. I was trying to adjust it on my end. I can change what I hear, but I have to remember what you guys hear. Also, very short song. I'm gonna back up just a little bit.
Good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Come on, fathers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray.
Nice. I don't know if we've heard them do straight a cappella.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. As y'all can probably tell, we look a little bit different, and we would like to introduce you to our newest band member. Y'all, this is Maggie, and we are super excited to have her along.
Hi, Maggie.
We want to thank you all for your support, and if you do like what you see, please follow along, like, and subscribe. And
She
we'll
does
see you in
also
the next
appear to be
video.
pregnant.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they don't have it plugged in, though. The mic is there, but it's not plugged in. Yeah, it was clearly not plugged in. There was no wires. So they were... So wait, they must have just been music video purposes and not recorded in the river, as it were. Actually, let me back up just a second. I wanna...
Either way.
Yeah, there's no wire. Yeah, because normally there'd be a wire right there. That is funny, though. I guess have we heard them go full acapella? Because I'm not sure. Oh, that's funny. There's the Petersons. We would normally, we'll have to come back and do like a acapella comparison or verses here. That might be worth it. Let's see. What was the last one we heard from them? Oh, I skipped this one. 4 Seasons Summer. Okay, missed that. 16 Tons was really good. Yeah, I was right. He's a banjo player. I was correct. Oh, she's the violinist, or at least one of them, I think. No, that's not her. Who are we looking for? There. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, she is a violinist. Okay. The bassist that's missing currently. But that might have just been for this reason. Who knows? All right. Comedy break. All right. It would just ruin the microphone. It's low voltage. Oh, yeah. Most of the time, if you're going to get your stuff wet, you're going to make sure you use the cheaper stuff. All right, I just saw this one from Dry Bar Comedy, which is a clean comedy channel. And I just want to see this take here, because white friends.
And I love going to my white friends' houses. When you go to white people's houses and tell them that you like something, they let you have it. And I got a lot of nice stuff in my house. Try it. Just go to one of your white friends' house and be like, Bob, that's a nice painting. You like it, Drew? Take it. I think I will, Bob. I think I will. Take that painting. And that's a nice lamp, too. As a matter of fact, all this stuff is nice, Bob. I like all this stuff. Back the car up. So I'm at the point in my life where there's things I do with my white friends I don't do with my black friends, and vice versa. I'm not mean. It just comes from my experiences. If I'm out drunk, I like to be at my white friend's house. White people make you pancakes in the morning.
It's not a lie.
With whipped cream, strawberries, chocolate chips in them. I like that. Black people not gonna make you pancakes in the morning because they really not prepared for you to stay. White people have extra bedrooms, extra pillows. They'll take your shoes and your keys from you. You're not going anywhere. Go upstairs, the first bedroom on the right, there's a dresser in there, there's pajamas. Put those on. Those belong to Dave. He's dead. Get yourself some rest and I'll make you pancakes in the morning. And I'm like, I'm just glad me and dead Dave the same size. People think we're so different, but we're not. It's just little differences. Like, white people, you're prepared to be drunk better than we are. I used to think you just like to do a lot of outdoor activities. That's why you have canoes on the top of your cars and mountain bikes on the back. And then I realized that's not what it's for. They're prepared to be drunk. Talking to one of my white friends the other day, I said, "What you do last Friday?" He said, "Man, I got so drunk, drove my truck into a lake, I just got in my canoe and paddled the rest of the way home." And I'm like, I would have drowned because I don't have no canoe on the top of my car. We say different things when we're drunk. If I was hanging out with a couple brothers end of the night, you could hear things like, "You got your license? You got any warrants? Take the bullets out the gun." White dudes, you say stuff like, "If the moose in the road, I'm riding it." This is a true story. I heard there's a party in Wisconsin. I'm like, I'm going with these dudes. I never seen nobody ride no moose. I'm like, hold on, fellas, I'm coming. Let me get my hat.
That was good.
White people that got houses with 3 garage doors. That's where you keep your spaceship. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's for golf carts and boats, but that's where you keep your spaceship because you're gonna leave Earth and go to another planet, and I'm coming. I try to tell my black friends all the time, you need white friends with spaceships. White people are cool, but they only gonna take 1 black person per spaceship. And I don't want to be the only black person on the new planet. Somebody's moon rock come up missing, here we go, with this be as it I didn't come here for this.
I mean, do you want to be the token black guy on the new planet?
You guys are awesome. It's true stuff.
That was good. That was good. Look, clean comedy can still be fun. I don't know who Henry Cho is. I don't know who Margaret Cho is. Is that the same person? Just change their identity now? I don't know. I don't think so. When it comes to comedy, I don't think it would be. So that's the problem is, like, in a comedy setting, people are going to laugh. Oh, this guy's great. Andy Huggins. The old guy. He's funny. 'Twas funny. Very 'twas funny. And not wrong. I've literally done this for people, you know? It's like, hey, you stay over? We're making, well, maybe not pancakes, but some type of breakfast in the morning. I mean, nobody stays over now because nobody comes over. Well, people come over, but nobody's staying late. So, I mean, we have an air mattress. We don't technically have an extra room because, you know. But I also probably not going to offer up my paintings or whatever. All right. So, Disney, insert Disney thing. We haven't, the funny thing is the other day I was going through my subscriptions on this channel and I'm like, who is Just Josie? And then this popped up and I'm like, oh, that's right. She does acapella Disney mashup things. All right. Korean guy from Tennessee. So technically he's a Tennessean. A Tennessee Korean? All right.
Snow was the fairest of them all, but the
Oh, by the way, sea shanty. Forgot to mention this. Disney Princesses versus Villains sea shanty. Hold on, I wanted to figure this out. Okay, so Cinderella, Snow White, I'm assuming Ariel, kind of, just I can't see the hair. Something's going on there. Merida, guessing. Not entirely certain down here. Pink situation. Belle. The Tangled girl. What's her name? Why am I drawing a blank here? Rapunzel. That's the one. I believe this is from Frozen. Elsa. I'm not sure who that is. Somebody help me out here. That's Merida. Who's the blonde one in the bottom corner here? Why am I drawing a blank? I guess I'll figure it out.
queen, she wanted to see her fall.
Oh yeah, Aurora. There we go.
She hid in the forest with 7 men small till the Bagel Witch came to call. Ha! Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's done. Ever after one and all. That wretched girl with skin like snow is far too sweet.
Interesting that they didn't quite. That's Alice in Wonderland. Okay, hold on. So I figured they would do villains, the matching up of villains, but no, because we got Cruella de Vil, obviously Ursula, which that makes sense. The evil queen, that matches up. But then Queen of Hearts? Well, I guess because there's no evil queen in Frozen, technically. She is the evil queen. And then... Why am I drawing a blank here? Oh, isn't that Cinderella's evil stepmother? Right here? Isn't that who that is? So shouldn't she be over yonder? Also, this one. Who is this one? Confused. Obviously, Maleficent, and then Mother Gothel down here. So I think mixed up where people are supposed to be. But yeah, this one. What is this one? Redhead with the red dress situation. I don't know who that is.
So she must go, a poison apple I will grow. I'm wicked, don't you know? Ha! Evil right down to the bone. Wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown. Watch our powers grow. A mermaid yearning to leave the sea gave her tail so she'd be free. She hoped the prince would bend the knee, but the sea witch came to call. Ha! Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's done. Ever after one and all. Please give me legs, that mermaid squealed. Now listen close, my darling eels. I'll take her voice to seal the deal. I'm wicked, don't you know? Ha! Evil right down to the bone.
Damn it. The character looks so familiar, and I have like this. I'm remembering, maybe it's from The Rescuers? The first one? Wasn't it like some really crazy chick? She wore a red dress, had like the crazy blue eye makeup and weird floppy red hair like that. Is that what I'm remembering? I don't think I've ever watched all of the original Rescuers. I watched The Rescuers Down Under 1,000,000 times. I don't know what her name is.
Wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown. Watch our powers grow. A cursed princess was sent away to live in the woods with 3 of fae. A spinning wheel she found one day. Maleficent came to call. Ha! Fairy tales are full of fun.
Also, I like that the different princesses are singing about other ones instead of them singing about themselves. Like, to me, it's almost like they're talking crap. They're like, this is what you allowed your villain to do. But how are they going to do Cruella de Vil? Because, like, well, I guess they're not singing against the villain, but there's no one here to reference Cruella de Vil. Unless she's going to just pop out like a, what is it, Perdita? Was that her name?
There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's
Princess versus
done.
villains.
Ever after one and all. I may have cursed the few future queen to drop down dead at age 16. I couldn't help but make a scene. I'm wicked, don't ya know? Evil right down to the bone, wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown. Watch our powers grow. A maiden locked in a tower high dreamed of lanterns in the sky. Escaped one day with a handsome guy, but Gothel came to call. Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to
I feel like the huh is not very potent. It's more like huh. And it's like, just put some ass into it, woman. Just huh. You could just you got to hoot. As I've learned after many years of the Mud Show at Texas Renaissance Festival, you gotta get your right hooting. It's a thing.
Overcome, find true love, and the story's done. Ever after, one and all. Rapunzel's hair, it keeps me young. Locked in a tower so she can't run. Manipulation is such.
So it's funny. The princesses sing about other princesses and what their villains did to them, but the villainesses sing about what they've done. Weird.
Fun, I'm wicked, don't you know? Evil right down to the bone. Wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown.
Yeah, so how do you have the Queen of Hearts, but you don't have Alice? Or maybe that one is Alice, and I'm just assuming it was...
Watch our powers grow. Poor Cinder, she was sad and blue, but Godmother came with a bobbity-boo. Gave her a dress and a brand new shoe, but her stepmother came to call.
Yeah, so why put the stepmother in the bottom right when she should go up there? This confuses me.
Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's done. Ever after, one and all. My husband now is in his grave. I forced his daughter to be a slave. She'd never dare to misbehave. I'm wicked, don't you know? Evil right down to the bone. Wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown.
Well, there's no princess at all when it comes to the rescuers. It's a little kid that I don't even remember the name, but I remember he's like a little blonde kid. No, that's the second one. Oh, it was a little girl. That's right. The first one was a little girl in the Rescuers. That's right. The little blonde kid was Rescuers Down Under. My bad. Also, that I don't remember. That kid was supposedly Australian, but had no accent.
Sharp powers grow. A castle with a beast unwell.
Medusa.
He was cursed by a wicked
There you
spell. Gave his heart to a girl named Belle, but a hunter came to call. Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's done. Ever after, one and all. I live for wearing gorgeous fur, so watch out if you yap or purr. It's spots, not stripes that I prefer. I'm wicked, don't you know? Evil right down to the bone. Wicked soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown. Watch our powers grow. Fairy tales are full of fun. There's always a villain to overcome. Find true love and the story's done. Ever after, one and all. Evil right down to the bone. Wicked
Oh, so we're just not going to get all of them, huh? Interesting.
soul and a heart of stone. Time for good to be overthrown. Watch our powers grow.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, she did not do all of the princesses or all of the villainesses, right? But I guess technically the ones that she didn't do don't have proper villains, and the villains they didn't do don't have matching princesses. I mean, it's still fun, don't get me wrong, an interesting take on sea shanties. It's just the logistics of it. Like, I'm just going to have extra characters, but I'm not going to do those characters. Unless there's, like, extra... See the extra long version on Patreon. Which actually would make sense. Though I kind of was wondering if she was going to, like... Because now, at this point, when I hear any sea shanties, I'll just assume they're all going to do the sea shanty medley in some way, shape, or form. Considering she also does medleys. Cruella was definitely an odd one out because she's the villain against normal everyday people and or dogs. Most of the other ones, I mean, realistically, for the rescuers, yes, she's a villain in that she's evil and potentially kidnapped this child for reasons I don't remember in the movie. But, you know, no princess to be offended, clearly. Now, if she really wanted to make it funny, she should have dressed up as Gaston and been the opposite of Belle, you know. Because also, like I said, you know, Elsa doesn't have well, there is a villain in Frozen, but, like, it's not Elsa's villain in the same way as it's her sister's villain more directly, you know. I mean, technically, she's the bad guy for, like, a chunk of the movie, you know. Why am I forgetting what her... Anna? Yeah. I guess, I mean... But I think it would have been funny, you know. It's like... Because it feels like it's supposed to be versus. It says versus. Like, you're supposed to be up against your corresponding villain. But then she didn't even correspond certain villains. I don't know why she wouldn't just boop, boop. Maybe it was an editor decision. I don't know. It's still fun. I'm just like picking it apart because it's like the small things. It's like, yes, keep the characters that don't do anything in the middle, but then line up the characters that are associated to each other. I mean, hell, she's done Gaston before, right there. Look, in the villains medley. She could have done Gaston. Also, Jasmine could have been in there. Could have put, instead of Cruella de Vil, do Jafar, which she has done. She has cosplayed as male villains. So she could have matched up princesses and corresponding villains instead of doing, you know, superfluous ones. Just want to throw that word out there. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Needed someone small enough to be able to get to the thing. Got it. It's the Peter Quill problem. Okay, here we go. We're going back to Josh Turner guitar. So once again, we got some bygones. Is this a... Yes, it is one of their own songs. Cool. It's from an EP. So, Samba Ukulele. And once again, they have their interesting color grading going on. But he's not wearing a doofy hat this time. He's just got his hair.
Hi.
Hi.
We're the Bygones.
And we have a new YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You may be asking why. All covers, we'll still post covers on this channel here, but all of our original music is going to live over on the official Bygones YouTube.
And you
Well, there we
should
go.
subscribe to it.
You can link up there or up there.
There, here.
So if you want to see more originals like the song you're about to watch, you can find it there. We'll wait. Go subscribe.
What else? Do you have tours?
Hold on. Subscribing right quick. Going back. Okay.
Hi. We're the Bygones.
And we have a new YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yay.
You may be asking why. All covers, we'll still post covers on this channel here, but all of our original music is going to live over on the official Bygones YouTube.
And you should subscribe to it.
You can link up there or up there.
There, here.
So if you want to see more originals like the song you're about to watch, you can find it there.
God, they look so young.
We'll wait. Go subscribe.
What else? Do you have tours?
Oh, we got tours.
Oh, we've got tours.
tours.
Do we have tours? Lord Almighty. Come see us in person. We do this type of thing all over the dang place now.
We're doing it over the dang UK and the dang Europe and
Yep.
the dang Canada
Yes.
and the gosh darn United States.
That's right. Yep. So,
Okay, bye. Ooh.
So awkward, yet can put on such a good show. Kalamazoo, Michigan. Bell's Brewery. Hell yes. Bell's makes good beer. We don't get hardly any of it down here in Texas, but I like Bell's.
and now a hard genre departure here.
Bum ba dum ba da
I was gonna say we got a little ventriloquism there for a second. See you later, Jay. That was cute. They're like so cute together. Like there's no other word for it. They're just cute. They make me feel old. I don't even know how young they are, but they make me feel old. All right. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. For just a silly little song. That could just be like, that needs to be like some TikTok song. Like just throw it in there like cute puppies running around or something. You know, I don't know. I don't TikTok. I just love what they do. It's such a departure from modern music because it's not modern music. That's why I enjoy it. But I just love that they like. Obviously, this was a real performance, but like whenever we watch any of the other videos on this channel, it's almost always a live recording. You know, so you get any kind of stuff in the background. You get the reactions after it's done, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some mixing, like some of these videos that they've done where they clearly recorded all the band separately, and then they came back and recorded guitar and vocals at different, but it's still recorded live there and done the thing. And I think that changes because we're so used to like overproduced studio sounds, you know, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It just, there's something a bit more pure about it, you know. Maybe we just need that kind of thing. And now we're just going to do a hard genre shift. So organic, there you go. That's a good word for it. So this is going to be interesting. So we've looked at 10-second songs before. I've followed 10-second songs for a long time, ever since he was featured way back when on the React channel. And I'm like, oh, this guy does interesting mashups of things. So somewhere along the way, he did this Natasha Bedingfield's Pocket Full of Sunshine. If you know that song, cool. But someone at some point pushed for it to be done in the style of Killswitch Engage, which is very much not a Natasha Bedingfield type song situation, genre at all. Kind of metal music. So this is going to be a much heavier version of that song. So obviously we're switching into our rock department as it goes. Give me what? Switching to Shout was the first one. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Also, I will say that Anthony here does a decent Howard Jones impression. Howard Jones being the singer of Killswitch Engage. I assume he's still doing it. I know he had some issues for a while back. I think something happened with his voice, which he's got a very unique voice in the metal world. So for anything to go wrong there sucks. So we'll see what happens. Let's go.
Pocket Full of Sunshine by Natasha Bedingfield, done by Killswitch Engage, Howard Jones era. I put this up on Instagram, and it blew up. Natasha Bedingfield even liked it.
That's right.
I decided to do a full version. Here it is.
I hear what you're doing there, Anthony. I do think he needs to add a little bit more echo on the ooh-oh-oh at the end of it, though. I need to send this to the wifey because I don't know if she's heard it, but I think she would like it. Sorry. It's the dichotomy of the lyrics of the song versus how he's singing it. Look, I like Killswitch Engage. I'm not a big fan of some of their like mid-level records, but like I like the older stuff. I like the Howard Jones era, at least the middle part of it. There's a part of it, a couple albums I really didn't like that much. They didn't have as hard a hitting stuff as End of Heartache and things like that, but like it is hilarious to me knowing the original song and knowing where he's coming from for this mashup. It's, to me, it's hilarious. Sorry if you don't like it. It is what it is. Also, Grogu. Got a little Grogu back here with all his skulls. Also, love the costume back here. That's for his. He has one of his alter egos. I forgot what his name is, but that's the get up for that. Also, what is this guitar? It looks like a bedpan. What is that? I love it.
Pocket Full of Sunshine is available on all streaming platforms. All you have to do is go to the link below in the description or the comments, wherever I put it. Or you can search Anthony Vincent, Pocket Full of Sunshine, or Anthony Vincent on your preferred streaming platform and see what other songs I have available.
A lot.
As well as this
It's got
one.
a
But
lot.
this one is definitely available now. Just letting you all know. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of my patrons who helped make this video possible. I want to thank you all. It goes a very long way. If you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, you can go to the link below and see what's behind the voices. Well, what's behind the voices? A couple of, you got some behind the scenes stuff. You have Patreon exclusive polls where I take your exclusive requests for songs and I'll do them like around once a month. And you also can get video greetings from myself and you can have me critique your singing, to name a few. So if you're interested in my Patreon showing a little extra support, you can go to the link below and check that out. With that, I want to say thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
Nice. So your ears hurt now. I'm sorry. So the funny thing is, for me, is that I've watched in my YouTube watching career, I should say, not the literal sense, but me being on YouTube and watching YouTube. I've seen both hit. I don't think he was technically the originator of this idea of mashing up genres, but I think he kind of pioneered the 10 or one song in 10 different styles or 20 different styles, which is why he was 10-second songs in the beginning. And then it has exploded to the point that we now have AI covers like blank in the style of blank, but being done by computer. And that kind of effectively started with what Anthony began with here. But the fact that, you got other artists like McLaughlin, it's hard to say his name. He's McLaughlin, he's right there. He's really good. He's in this same genre, and he's done a couple of mashups that are insanely good. His impersonations of the singers, not to mention the styles that he's, doing, is awesome. Because you got to think, they have to rearrange the original song that they're covering and do it in the style of the new group or artist. That's not easy to do. So, I mean, like, whether you guys like it or not, there's a lot of effort put into it. Now you have the probably more low tier effort people who will just feed it into an AI thing, have it spit out the music, and then they do their best to sing along with voice filters, because I'm sure there's plenty of those out there. But it's a fun and creative thing. But the funny part is when he does the opposite. Takes like a heavy metal song and does it, say, in Natasha Bedingfield's style. I'm not saying he's done that in particular here, but he has done it where he takes a heavy song and turns it down instead of the other way around. But for some reason, he's doing it in my favorite era of Killswitch Engage, so I'm going to love it. So that was for me. Yeah. Hey, Deb. It's fun for me. That's why. It's fun for however many people on the internets who enjoy it. However many millions of followers. Okay. So we have not seen Corvix in a while. So let's see here. Crawling, Linkin Park, epic cover, cinematic trailer version, Vince Cox featuring Corvix. Okay. So because Crawling, earlier Linkin Park, you need both singers. So this should be interesting because it's been a while. Here. Epic Trailer Music UK. Okay. So it's his thing, and he's featured on this song. Got it. Okay. We're just singing it because we're subscribed to Corvix. So yes, at 9:30 p.m. we're doing all our rock music because that's how I like to live my life. I like to get all nice and pumped up before going to bed. I don't know. Because if we didn't do it this way, you guys would all fall asleep watching the acapella stuff at 10 o'clock.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface.
Okay.
Consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control.
I knew what was coming.
Never ending. Controlling. I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. My walls are closing in. I've felt this way before. So insecure.
Feels like there's a way bigger gap here than there was in the original song. Also, just obligatory pausing. There you go. I mean, I'm a hint of both, but I also did the night owl to morning owl switch. Early bird, yes. Because I used to work late nights at my job back in the day. So I'd be getting off work at like 12 or 1, going home and doing whatever, and then going to bed eventually. And then have to get up at, I don't know what time I used to wake up back then, you know, because I had school or something to go do otherwise. Now, because of my current job, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning most mornings. And even on my days off, I'm getting up usually at 6, you know, so it's not like exactly sleeping in for normal people. But I can also stay up really late. I just have to do it on days that I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock, you know?
Beside my own reflection, it's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again.
Oh, Deb, so you got to put Laura 2. We're designating with numbers because the way you typed that out just now, it's actually kind of funny. Yeah, so we got Laura 1 and Laura 2.
There's just too much pressure to take. I've felt this way before. So insecure.
Just a reflection? Sorry. Okay, yeah, there's some. I thought, like, is it supposed to be like a light leak poking through. I think it's a reflection of something shiny right here. I mean, it's basically like a lot of times when he does the covers, he does like dark epic version. Obviously this is epic cover cinematic trailer version. So Vince Cox, I'm guessing, did the music, or at least just did the video. That's the part I'm not sure on, because I can see here. Yeah, I don't know exactly. A trailerized cover. Okay, I see what he's saying. He used it as like a trailer for something. That's what it is. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit different from the actual song. It feels like the verses are either really spaced out or not there. That's what I was saying. There's like it felt like there was a big gap, almost like the first verse wasn't there. Because I don't think this is like a 4-minute song initially. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've heard the original one. But of course, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer for him to do anything Chester Benningfield did. His normal singing voice is like easily when in Chester's range. And then for him to do any of his epic high notes or anything else like that. But I don't think we've heard him do not a female cover in a while. Oh, what now, Denise? I feel like I need to follow Denise on Twitter so I can see what shit she's starting. By the way, I do have a Twitter for anybody who cares. I usually shitpost. Oh, I do want to know. Screenshot. Screenshot and send to me. I feel like we missed this one. That cut off abruptly. Also, where's the teaser of like showing my boyfriend my song for the first time? I like that. See, like I would join the coven, as it were, to see just those reactions when he shows his boyfriend the songs for the first time in the car. I don't know why, I just find that cute. Either way, look, the tail end of this is getting wonky, but it is what it is. But once again I said, look, I see More Than a Feeling from Boston, I click, because it's an epic song and everyone should sing along probably at home. And if you have headphones on and nobody else in the room can hear you, that's going to be even funnier. But of course, First to 11. We're always checking in on First to 11, though we probably have missed a couple, if I'm honest, because the last couple weeks have been wonky. Let's go. Minnesota. Oh, that one. You mean little Timmy? Timmy boy? Whoa, dude got a haircut. Hold up, back up. Our long-haired guitarist friend got a haircut, it looks like. Oh yeah, he definitely got it trimmed up. He's like down here now. It used to be like draped over his shoulders. Also, I played this an unhealthy amount of times on either Rock Band or Guitar Hero, whichever one it was. I believe it was Rock Band 1, both on the drums and the guitar, because like it was so much fun. It's like I wish that like I had the remote idea to like do video or gaming on video or anything back in the day when I was like doing an unhealthy amount of Rock Band playing. Because that was trying to learn how to play the drums in a video game, which is not too dissimilar from actually just playing the drums, was something that I never thought I would do. Getting down the coordination of 3 to 4 body parts at the same time. It was hard. But either way, love the song. Oh, what I was thinking initially before I saw that he got look how short his hair is. I would have wanted the dudes to all have the background vocals for it, not just her again. But yes. What? I don't know exactly what that means. Also, that part, it's that particular like bendy part right here, the that area, but then the later part, the dun, 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 always tripped me up. Always, I would get it like 2 out of 3 times, but near the end of the song where it's just repeating over and over, keeping that rhythm going and making sure you get the little thing, it's so freaking annoying. It broke me almost every time. So what do you mean the Guitar Hero experience? I know there's a South Park reference there, but it's been so long I don't recall. I do know that I definitely suffered from Guitar Hero vision or Rock Band vision, where you stare at the thing because you've been playing for hours and you haven't looked at anything but the screen, scrolling, and when you look away, everything is, nothing. You can't focus. Sometimes you can't walk because it's like your equilibrium is a little jacked up from staring at a screen like that for so long. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this thingy. An alias. Yeah. You're all on a list. You're all on a list. No one is not on a list. And if you think you're not on a list, you're definitely on a list. And if you know you're on a list, you're definitely on at least 5 other lists that you don't even know about. And even if you think you're under an alias, they know who you are. It's like, don't worry about that. It's like in a world where shadow Facebook accounts exist, I think is what they call them, or phantom accounts, for people who aren't even on Facebook, have Facebook accounts, technically speaking. Like, you didn't sign up for one, but based on information that they have on people who know you in real life, they build a profile behind the scenes. You exist in their system, even if you've never been on Facebook. It's crazy how that works. And if Facebook can do it, all the other socials can do it. So you think that you don't exist on the internet, but you do. Yeah. Oh, they know where the cave is. They know where the cave is, Laura, too. Did I go back by accident? No. Oh, this is where she has to just do whatever while they're doing their guitar solos. It's like that awkward moment where you don't have to sing for like a minute. It's like, okay, what do I do? You know? Okay, a minute is an overstatement. But I love the bass for this, by the way.
When I'm tired and thinking cold, I hide in my music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped away.
Okay, question though. 'Cause this just so female singing a song that is usually sung by a male with clearly from the point of view of a male. Whenever you have a gendered swap song, do you guys prefer or even think about if they would switch boy, girl, he, she in the song, like to match the person who's singing it? Do y'all ever think about that? I know some people have done it before. In this case, it might have worked because I don't think it ever needs to rhyme. It just needs to fit in the part. Yeah. I mean, as long as you have one of these things, they know exactly where you are and what you're doing at all times. So, I don't know if you're humming at me, Laura, or them. So, the idea that, so this is a song sung by a man, usually from the point of view of a man. So, it's singing about a girl. So, if she's singing the song straight, would you prefer if she sang it from a female point of view? So, referring to a boy. Just saying. 25-year-old Hotmail account. I don't even remember what my Hotmail account was. I stopped using it so long ago. God knows how much spam is in there. Sorry, itching. It's funny that she couldn't actually go as high as I think she needed to. I think she just kind of went a little bit louder. Either way. I was wondering if she could go that high. Probably not. They changed something there. That's like a different key, I guess. I don't know. It suddenly changed. But this is the part I was talking about that repeats over and over till the end of the song. That. Yeah, they keyed it up. That's what they did. It actually is harder than it normally is. Yeah, they definitely changed the ending there. Interesting. That's hilarious, actually. Also, I still don't know what the song is they run at the end here, but I like it. Sounds like Breaking Benjamin. I should probably find out. So, I forgot about the Trump-Elon interview. I never watch Spaces. I'll just watch other people tell me what happened. It's kind of annoying to watch Spaces. I don't know. Like, when Twitter finally figures out the right way, or not the right way, finally, like, finesses their video feeds, it'll be good. I accidentally got into a... It's like I didn't realize what I was clicking on. It was when Twitter Spaces were like a thing, where you can log in, and it's basically one giant group chat, and it's for an account. Actually, it's the guys who make the Funicorn. By the way, I forgot to bring up the Funicorn. So Big Shot, they started a thing, and I accidentally jumped into it without knowing what I was clicking on. I just wanted to see what it was, and I was like, and I'm fairly certain I was in the bathroom, so I had to make sure I didn't actually log in or anything else like that. So I'd be like, this is awkward. So yeah, I don't know. Twitter's fun sometimes, and then there's a whole lot of idiots. Like, Facebook is obviously totally controlled by one side, but like Twitter now is fairly even, still kind of leans one way more than the other, but there's a lot more freedom than there used to be. You can actually say things, and you can get your account back significantly easier. Or you could be like my friend Mike on Facebook, who just had his account completely erased, including his business accounts, everything. Like, yes, he had had suspensions and stuff before for saying naughty things on the internet, especially as someone who lives in Canada. So I'm sure that's what happened. But like, without almost any warning, he just had no Facebook account at all. It's not like he needed that to connect with him. So IG, Facebook, everything just totally gone. Luckily, he had an old backup account, and that's the only way he's managed to rebuild and reconnect with people. But yeah, they could just completely erase you one day because you said something bad, according to someone somewhere. Yahoo chat rooms. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I think it also turns into, if you don't internalize it, then you can just be the same person, but actually probably express yourself. But if you internalize the hate that exists everywhere on the internet, then you automatically become a worse person because you absorb that. It's like reading YouTube comments and letting it get to you. Or you can respond in kind or ignore. So that happened the other day on the podcast because people hate Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer so much for no real reason that I can gather. They shit on their vodka that we taste tested over on the podcast. And somebody comes over there and just wants to talk shit about Bert and Tom. That has nothing to do with whether or not the vodka is good. They just hate the comedians. And so I just talk shit back to their stupid comments. In fact, I gained a subscriber because I respond to idiot commenters. But I usually do it in like a hilarious and most of the time subversive way. But the other day, because somebody said something stupid and I couldn't tell whether or not they meant it, I mean, I did reply somewhat harshly, but he ended up laughing at the same time. So it is what it is. ICQ. Wow. We're going way back. I mean, I don't fly as it is. I don't like to fly. I never have. I don't like flying so much, I never bothered to do it. The closest thing I've come to flying was going up in a hot air balloon in elementary school. And it was tied to the ground, and I think we only went up like 40 feet or something. It wasn't stupid high, and I was scared to shit. All right, Tommy. Look, we haven't done Tommy in a long time. I feel like we needed a break because it was literally like every single Friday for like months on end. From like before Christmas all the way through like, I don't know, March. We did Tommy every single week. Got a little burned out, if I'm honest. And then he started doing like Swedish songs, and then I could care less. So I want to see a Deep Purple cover, though. So let's check this out. And then we're done. And then we're going to call it a night because it's Sunday and everybody has to go to work tomorrow except for me. All right, let's go. Sunday feeling like a Friday. Is a little weird.
She makes a burn with the wind on her hair.
Who is he playing with Deep Purple there? Huh. That's cool. Hold on. Nice. Okay. Also, I don't want to get too deep into political talk, but I love the fact that the UK is talking about arresting Americans for quote-unquote hate speech. I'm like, what? Hold on. Something I said from the comfort of my home that you considered hate speech in your country, you're going to somehow enforce in my country? Now, I might have the wrong notion there, but that's the way it's been presented. If you're in their country, fine. You break a law in a country, you should be held accountable. I don't think hate speech is technically real, but at least not the way they use it, I should say. But holy shit, like, we've gone so delusional that we're just going to literally police the world. Hell, your comment might get removed there, Deb. It's not The Rock. I mean, that does sound like worse things than you mean it to, I guess. I mean, it depends on your implications. But they just make up whatever they want when it comes to what you typed versus what you meant. They just apply their own intent to whatever it is you say. So, because it's vague. I mean, look what they did to, What's-Her-Face, a couple years ago. And now she's suing the shit out of Disney and winning, apparently. So far winning. Winning in that Disney tried to get it dismissed, and the judge is like, no. So hopefully that works out really well for her, because, I mean, she needs it. Okay, so as I mentioned it, I just pulled up Twitter to see if people were still talking about it. Yeah, literally, this is I got one right here showing the guy who's actually calling for it. If that's true, they're literally saying they will extradite American citizens for comments online. This world has literally gone insane. Hi. You're gonna go lay down? Hi. I'm literally almost done. You wanna come say hi? You wanna say hi? Okay. Okay. She's gone. Sorry, guys. The song is really long. Also, they built an amphitheater in a quarry. That's pretty crazy. Gotta wonder what it sounds like. Like, for real. Hell yeah. Dude, look at the sunset over the friggin' quarry. That was awesome. It's good to hear Tommy again. It's been a while. The human guitar, as it were. Like, Tommy is just slowly turning into a guitar himself with his screaming. It's crazy. I have a sneeze. Okay. Fought it off. Yeah, but I mean, now they're just like the silent majority can just get muted a lot. He definitely has some skill. Correct, Laura. Oh, man. 2 different Tim Fast send me friend requests this week. Oh, yeah. Make sure you just don't accept friend requests from quote unquote famous people. You know, it's all fake. It's all fake. Hell, I got a friend request this morning that was deleted like before I even got to it. I don't even know who it was from. Don't know the account, didn't even get a chance to look. It was just gone. I was like, okay, well, that was clearly a fake account. And there's, you know, I just don't add many people to my Facebook anymore. It's just like, actually, it's like, I have more of a habit, like, unless I, like, really know you, I don't really add people to my Facebook anymore. I'm more likely to trim people from my Facebook, like I did earlier this year, because of the election. Like, legitimately, I got rid of probably 6 people, or I'm just like, nope, I'm not gonna fall into the trap of fighting with these people over the election. It's like, I don't know them well enough or like them well enough to bother to keep them in my timeline. It's like, sorry. Either way, it's just that's at least one benefit. It's like, hey, I don't have to see your nonsense if I don't want to. So either way, Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know it's a Sunday stream. It's a little bit weird, but, just trying to make up for it. This week's going to be really weird. I don't know. I think I somehow thought I was going to do a Monday night stream without remembering I have men's group, so that's silly. So, Tuesday, more than likely. Probably we'll do a stream on Wednesday because we're not doing Patreon. And then Thursday won't be here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday won't be here. So it is what it is. Rob's mom a few weeks ago. That's impressive. A Tuesday stream, maybe later change it. That's okay. Like I said, probably we'll do a Tuesday, Wednesday. Because the wifey's going to be going to women's group, so they'll do that. But I mean, hey, getting Tim's mom, that's impressive. All right, guys. So either way, y'all have a good week. And once again, plugging the Patreon and the podcast. So the new uncut version of the podcast will be dropping tomorrow morning. For those who are remotely interested in the podcast, if you want to watch it on Patreon, obviously you can just subscribe to the Now You Made It Awkward channel if you're interested. This new episode is interesting. Sometimes we have really weird topics and whatnot. So, all right, guys. I will see you later. Remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud. And I need my back popped, which is the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow. Go to the chiropractor. Yay. Bye, guys.